Hello friends! Today I have something fun for you. We're gonna take the work out of the question we always ask ourselves. What am I going to draw? What am I going to paint? So I suppose that most of you watch TV shows. Doesn't matter whether it's TV or Netflix or whatever. Even if it's a movie, doesn't matter. And I thought that we have so many characters to choose from. There are so many things that are actually right in front of us. They're visual. We don't have to do much translation except for from photo or video to drawing, painting. We don't have to invent something. So why not just choose something that we actually enjoy and that that accompanies us for a big part of our life sometimes. I mean, some series we watch for years and years. I mean, look at my husband. He's been watching Star Trek since he was 8 years old. So that's really meaningful to him. Like most of the gifts that I give him for birthdays and Christmases and things like that are Star Trek related. And he's always happy about that because it really means something to him. And why not? I mean, I know we feel bad about watching so much TV, but sometimes in the evening when you're just tired and you just want to rewind, it's not, I don't believe it's wasted time. It's wasted time when you do too much of it and you're not picky about what you watch. But you always get impulses, you get ideas, and it's inspirational. You actually see people dealing with real life problems, or maybe in the fantasy world they're not so real, but you get the idea. It's always about just being human and how to live life in a way that you feel is right. And yeah, maybe our life isn't very adventurous at times, so it's nice to pretend and dive into stories, and I think that's actually a wonderful thing. Reading books is just as great. I mean, so why don't you just pick a character that you really enjoy from a show that you enjoy, or even a novel. It's just, you're gonna have to do more work with the novel because you're gonna have to use your imagination or find an illustration. I think that's a really fun thing to do. Just pick a character that you aspire to be like, that you enjoy, even if it's a villain and you just enjoy the whole villainess of them. And let's just get to work and not think about what to draw today, because we already know. Who's your favorite character? Let's go. So originally I had wanted to draw a character from a TV show, but I changed my mind about that due to copyright reasons. Educated myself a bit and decided to go for something that was in the public domain, and in this case it's Alice in Wonderland. Well, first of all, who doesn't love Alice in Wonderland? And second of all, it's just a story that I really like because it's so creative and so crazy and illogical and different, that even though it's a children's story, I will watch every and any adaptation of Alice in Wonderland out there. So this drawing or illustration was originally done by John Tenniel, and I believe it was done in ink, and it probably would have been a little more sharp and had more contrast if I had done it in ink, but I'm into pencil. So I did what I usually do, and it turned out okay as well. Here I'm actually just copying. I am not infusing my own style in any way, and I do like realism. Some people might say that realism isn't real art because you're not using your imagination and you're not really inventing anything, you're copying really. I would never copy another artist's work and sell it as mine, but in terms of practice, if you want to get better, it does make sense to copy the masters, so to say. Now, to be completely fair. Having said that, drawing realistically definitely does something for your hand-eye coordination, and you will get better with time. But if you really want to get better at drawing, then there's no way around those exercises that you probably don't enjoy doing much, but that are very, very effective and efficient, but not result-oriented. With the exercises that will really help you sketch better and draw better, you won't get a perfect picture in the end, but you will do a lot for your level of sketching. The most famous ones, and I'm sure you've heard of those, is gesture drawing, where you capture the motion and like the feeling you get from a pose more than the contours. Also, speed drawing, set a timer. Make it a minute or 3 minutes or 5 minutes or a combination of all of those, and try to capture the essence of the image in as little time as possible, and you will get better at this. Try to look at something for a long time, then look away and draw it from your memory, or try to just look at your subject and not at the paper, and just keep drawing and trust your hand and what it's doing, and just look at the result afterwards. It'll probably look a bit funny the first times you do it, but that's okay. It's really amazing practice, and everybody needs those basics. I found it useful and actually fun to incorporate those at the beginning of my drawing session, like before I really start drawing something intricate and finished. I'll warm up with some exercises, and then I'll move on to the accurate stuff, where I try to really just copy what I see. But everyone needs this. I mean, even if you're a non-figurative painter, you need some fundamentals. If you look at Kandinsky, I mean, whether you like non-representative art or not, you can just tell that he has an idea about color theory, and he knows about composition. There are spaces in his paintings with nothing in them, and others with a focal point, and there's a design to what he does. So yeah, it's really important to get those basics down. Anatomy is important if you want to draw from imagination one day, and I'm still working on that. Perspective is important. You can take a cube and just rotate it and try and draw it from different angles. That will really help you with your perspective and foreshortening and all of those things that we all struggle with. And it's okay to draw from a reference. I mean, that's how we get better, and that's how we learn. And as long as I'm not able to make something really good from my imagination, then I will keep doing realism, because I enjoy it, and it does take skill, and it will improve, hopefully, my imaginative skills as well, or my drawing skills, without relying on reference in the long run. So for now, I'm going to do what I enjoy, and I hope you do as well. That being said, I have drawn Alice in Wonderland in my own style before. This is not the first time I do it, but this was supposed to be a video that's easy and quick, and where we don't have to think a lot about what we're doing, but just for practice purposes for those days when we just don't know what to do. So I hope this helps, and I hope you decided on a character of your own and tried to draw them or paint them. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. And see you next time. Bye! Oh, and here's a picture of an Alice I did years ago. That's how I imagined her. So maybe that's an idea for you as well.